safe.
Don't worry about
It's
the
safe.
chop. You don't know shit about chop.
Oh, really? And you do?
Hello, everybody. My name is Mechanic Dave. Let's talk. That can only start the right way. So, let's talk about Mustangs, and we'll talk about engines for a moment, and then we'll show you Mustangs, and we'll show you engines. This Mustang behind me has a history of blowing things up and breaking things in quite an interesting way. And, oh, can't show that yet. And if you remember, we built the engine that was in it. It was a 306, which is a 302 bored 30 over. And we put a bunch of little speed parts you would have found back in the day, you know. Heads off of a better Ford engine, better intake and better carb, and a cam. Little shit. We're not doing stupid machine work here. But then we found out that the engine decided to go kablooey. So I'll show you what happened. This is something I haven't seen in about, I don't know, a couple of months. But I will show you what happened with this. Clear all the shit off of it. Oh, doesn't that look familiar? So this is the 306 that I built. And it's got the bolt in it. That's good. So you can't, can we... Oh, that oil pan's not connected. Okay, I guess we're not rolling it over, although we don't really need to. So this engine, we put GT40P heads on. We put a Comp Cam's dual energy cam in there, which is a flat tappet deal. And we ported the intake a little bit. So we then pulled the pan after we have no oil pressure. And that's the front of the engine. There's, I can't remember which one had nothing. Oh, that's the one. I believe that is number 3. Looks like the number 3. And let's see, any others do with that? No. So just 3, and the bearings on 8 were scored, but 3 was doing that the whole time. And I'll show you a little demonstration here. This is a rod bearing. It has a groove in it, and it sits in there. And there's another one that goes up top, and there's your rod. That's where the crank goes through. This one is a little bit chewed up. It's not terrible. Well, actually, it is pretty terrible. Totally chewed up. There's chunks of metal just falling off of it. So that's not good for your engine. But that's pretty much what it's supposed to look like. There's a hole in there for your oil to go through and lubricate everything. Let's see, how did we find this? Found it something like that. These are the rod bearings from number 8. Yeah, totally destroyed. What happened, they were overlapped like this, and the rod was just moving like that. Give you a little bit more of a close-up. You can see the metal totally folded over. Where's the relatively good one? Yeah. Let's see. So if we think it's supposed to be like that, it is totally, it's bigger than this one. It's shredded. And when that happens, you get 0 oil pressure. So it's salvageable, and we will save this motor, and we will put it in a 1966 Mustang, mark my words. Right now, we're just going to call it a day with this motor. So that left me with no motor in my race car. And what's a man to do but make a couple of phone calls? So I got on the phone, and I found a company called Krebs Engineering. And I talked to them, and they specialize in push rod, small block Fords, 302s, 351 Windsors. And I was like, can you build me a 306? And he said, yes, I can. We can build you our race spec motor. And I said, I like the sound of that. How much is it? He goes, about $5,600. I'm like, it's about $1,500 more than I paid for the car. Let's do it. So right here we have the old setup, 1884. Previous best quarter mile time. Don't worry about that cut. The car just loves me. 14.1 at 96. 306 stock heads, wind intake. Probably made about 200 horsepower, if we're honest. Oh, and this is what really kills me. Fucking 308 highway gears. Garbage. So, this is just a little printout. 306, 50cc chamber, which I had ported out to 60. All that good shit. It has a Trick Flow Stage 1 roller cam, GT40P heads. It has the same wind intake, same Holley carb. And now we have BBK shorty headers. Don't worry about that cam. We still have the same MSD distributor, same smog and AC delete. Oh, here's the other difference. High output. This one, the motor that's over there, not a high output. So we ordered out a high output. Don't worry about the wiring diagram. That's for a lawnmower. We ordered a high output motor. So should be a little bit better. I'm hoping for about 300 horsepower, hopefully. The goal is to run about 13.7. But obviously, you fucker. I just washed the car. Get off. The disrespect I get with this vehicle is absolutely unreal. Open up the ranch for you guys here so you can see the beautiful new engine. Oh, looks the same, except the block is blue. Oh, hang on, let me put the fucking rod up. All right, so what has changed about this entire engine bay since we last saw it? Well, you see these SVE stickers, but this is not an SVE radiator. The SVE radiator blew a hole in the bottom, so I've sourced this 4-core little upgrade radiator. And I believe it's a 15 PSI system, whereas the SVE was a 20 PSI system. Same heads, GT40P heads. So the whole thing has been painted Ford blue, which I was a little adamant against it, but I kind of like it. We got the K&N oil filter and air filter. We have the HVH Super Sucker 2-inch carb spacer. It's totally plastic, and I actually think it was 3D printed. It's pretty cool. Supposedly gives you 8 horsepower. I don't know about that. But these do give you horsepower. And these headers right here. BBK shorties, not the eBay knockoffs. And they're starting to lose their chrome a little bit, but I'm all right with that. We have our wind intake. And we have our Holley 750 CFM carburetor. Let's see. What else had to change about this engine bay? Oh, I painted it. You guys saw that. Basically everything else is the same. Same water pump, same accessory drive, all that. Same transmission. Brand new clutch, not a used race clutch. Resurfaced the flywheel, got that all nice and clean. And she sounds fucking stupid mean. It's probably incredibly illegal. And every time I drive past a police officer, I put it into neutral. But that's besides the point. Because what else can you expect when you put glass pack cherry bombs that come right out the side with nothing else and a lead foot behind the wheel? But beautiful, beautiful engine. Krebs Engineering did an amazing job. It runs like a top. It's got, we'll check it right now. Oh, 500 miles on a brand new engine. Just perfectly broken in. We got the car up in the air. We're draining fluids out of it now, and we're doing an oil change on it, and we're throwing the gears into it. And I'm gonna check the transmission fluid because it's been leaking for about 2 years now, and I haven't filled it in 2 years. So it's probably time I fill it. But everything else looks good on it. I don't see any fuel leaks. Nothing that's worrying me. Nothing that I can see that'll fail tech inspection. So get the gears in, get the slicks on. Get racing. Just popped the diff cover off. It was a little gross in there, and it's stinky. So I'm glad we're putting new fluid into it and changing the gears. And actually, Let me flip the camera around. Right there, you can see 308. So we're going from a 308 rear gear to a 373. Hopefully get both wheels spinning again instead of just this one. As you can see, all the rubber there, and then almost no rubber over there. So we're hoping to fix the one wheel peel, and hopefully it'll give us a little bit of a better launch off the line. I feel like I should admit, it has been a very long time since I've messed with the rear ends on these things, or even the Bronco. Bronco was actually probably the last time I did it. So I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. Well, we've run into an issue. This bolt, which is for the carrier bolt, which goes from here all the way through. Let's see if we can't get it out by hand. I was just trying to put it back in when I decided, I'll show you guys another way I get fucked. Oh, come on, you little whore. There it goes. Don't drop it in there. All right. That is supposed to be long, and it is not. I don't know if you can see in the hole, but it is broken in there. It's snapped off. It won't come apart, but it's not coming apart is the issue. So we're stuck with one wheel peel 308 gears. So I guess it's a slightly better control test. So if we come over to the board, last year we ran 14.156 at 96. A little bit better. I gotta sneeze. Achoo! So anyways, we're gonna get this junk back together and go racing with one peel. All right. So we got the new oil with the old broken gears in. We have the used transmission with new fluid in. We have the new engine with new oil in. Yeah. All right, here we are in my happy place, New England Dragway, and we're in the staging lanes. We passed tech, but they said if I run 14.0, they're gonna kick me off because I don't have a helmet. So hopefully I go faster and I just get one warning and I leave. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's a good night. Not expecting my first run to be perfect because temps out about almost 190 right now, so it's not as cool as I would have liked it to be. So, but we'll see. We'll see how she does. Hopefully we get close. Boy, am I rusty. First pass was terrible. 15 seconds. I missed second and was slow into third. But it launched pretty good. Yeah, so I just gotta get my shifting under control. I couldn't find second or third, which was fucking strange, but I haven't dragged this car in a while, so I expected a shitty run at first. But that's okay, because we can only go up from here. We can only go faster and we can only do better. All right, so we're back from the drag strip. Terrible fucking night. Absolutely horrible. 15.1 was our best time. I blame that entirely on me. I haven't been racing in a year, and I had trouble getting it into second gear fast. So I readjusted the clutch a little bit. I'm hoping next time we take it out, I can bang it into second gear and grab third a little bit faster. Because it was like I had my foot pretty much completely on the floor, but I think I needed just that fucking half millimeter more to perfectly get it into gear. So I readjusted it. Instead of grabbing right at the bottom, it kind of grabs in the middle now. I don't know if that'll make a big difference. I'm hoping it does. But that's what was killing me last time was my shifting. And my launch was good, but it could be better because obviously we couldn't get those gears in. So I think driver mod plus gears, and we can reach our 13.7. I need to buy a helmet because they told me at 14.0 I need a helmet. So that's going to be about $300. This car just keeps eating my money. Give me your wallet. That's all it says. So even though we lost fucking miserably, here, I got to put my phone down. I want to have a nice zesty drink. Hang on one second. Oh, it's just fucking bomb. Even though we lost miserably and we ran terrible, The car itself ran perfect. Didn't overheat, didn't leak any fluids, didn't bog, and it drove home. So I really can't complain about it too much. We will definitely need to go through it a little bit more to achieve our 13.7, but I have confidence we can get there. And if we can get 13.5, I can spray it and get it into the 12s, which, you know, maybe you'll see the car get nitrous. Hopefully. It'd be cool. A little squirty squirt of the giggle juice. You want that? Yeah, she fucking does. Oh my God. You dirty whore. Anyways, we're going to end it here before I get a little too happy about nitrous. And I want to say thank you guys. You don't understand how happy I am to be driving this car again. It really is. It's the best feeling in the fucking world. So, adios, mi amigos, and I'll see you on the next run.